First of all, introduce myself. I'm Eric Roberts, a piano technician, and I've tuned for everybody from Michael Webb, Hank Williams Jr., John Legend, Harry Connick Jr., June Carter Cash, that's the daughter of Johnny Cash, David Gant, who plays with Garth Brooks, James Stafford from Train, Nathan Walters from Plus One, and many, many more. We'll talk about that even more in this webinar, and I'm going to show you a great path of how you could do something similar. You can make $100 per hour. You can make your own schedule. You get to be your own boss. You can basically name your own price, and you get to work in the music industry. It's really an exciting time. Last year in 2022, we added 262 new clients to our business, and we scheduled 686 appointments. Now, this is pulled right from my online dashboard, right from Gazelle, and right now we're sitting about 3,300 clients. But my first 5 years were really the key to success. That was doubling my business every year for those first 5 years. In 2021, in my overview, right here, this is my profit and loss. So we did $145,000 in billable tunings. Keep watching, and I'm going to answer these two things. How did I get here, and how can you duplicate my success? Well, it started when I hired Jack, my church piano tuner, to work on this old piano. It had been in a fire, and it had soot all over it. Somebody donated this piano. I was a worship leader working in a church as a full-time worship leader. So I called my piano tuner that I used when I was a kid, and his name's Jack, and that's the guy right there. He became my mentor. We started working on this piano. He said, I'll give you a deal if you clean this piano. You just do all the dirty work. I'll put the strings on and we'll get it done. And it was a really good deal. So I said, I'll do it. So I started working with Jack on that old piano. I cleaned it all up, and he was giving me some tools. He's like, I'll come back next week, make sure all this is clean. And during my conversation with Jack, he said, you'd probably be a pretty good piano tuner. You're a musician. You got a good ear. You look like you're interested in this. And he's like, I'm making like $600 a day. And I was like, wow, $600 a day. And it really inspired me. I'm like, you know what? I think I could do that. Well, Jack was right. There was an amazing opportunity. He always told me there are so many pianos that need to be tuned, and there's just not enough piano tuners. There are millions of pianos that still need to be tuned. And there's also very high pay, over $100 to $100 an hour. There's very low competition, and there's very low cost to start in tools. Jack was right, because I doubled my business every year for the first 5 years. I want to think about the six-figure trades. Electricians, HVAC techs, plumbers, master welders, linemen. They can eclipse the six-figure mark, actually, and often faster than those who have their college degree. With the trade profession being in such high demand, some trades pay over $35 an hour. This was from October 2021. The Wealth of Geeks, the link is right there. You can look it up. But if you start to think about it, they're saying this is really good if you could get paid $35 an hour. I'm talking about piano tuners typically can make $100 an hour. The world needs piano tuners. So you're in the right place at the right time. Many piano tuners, they're retiring every month. Men and women who have been tuning for decades, they built up thousands of clients. Jack had 6,000 clients when he passed away. They're just turning off their phones or retiring or passing away. This opens up a huge opportunity for new tuners to come in and build strong and successful local businesses. How do you get there? How can you duplicate my success? First of all, you got to find a mentor, and more about that, so keep watching. You want to order a basic tuning kit for about $50 on Amazon. You're going to start your training, and then you're going to get an electronic tuning device and start tuning like a pro. Then you're going to get paid and repeat. It's really that simple. With the Apex APT and mentorship, it's going to take 3 to 6 months to really learn to tune pianos, to get to that final audio test where you can send it in and get your certification. Because of the ETD method you learn at Apex, you can start tuning for pay really quickly. So Apex is different. And I want you guys to really listen in on this section, because there are other schools that you could maybe look at, or maybe you're looking at different schools, or other people will tell you learn piano tuning like this or learn it like that. Watch this, because I'm going to save you years of problems right here. We focus here at Apex on learning the most modern tuning method. It's the ETD method. The new ETD method, it's the electronic tuning device method. Now, the old school oral method takes years to master, maybe decades to master. It's extremely hard to do. And if you're going to learn to tune pianos by oral method, like old school, you are not going to be able to start your business in 3 to 6 months. Jack told me, if you want to be a true expert field technician, you need to focus on these 3 things: tuning, repairing, regulating, and voicing. I put those kind of in there together. So tune and repair, regulate, and voice. Those are your big 3 things. That's how you make a lot of money. Now in APTN, I'm going to teach you how to do those things, and then you're going to get a certification. You'll be a certified piano technician. Think about this. The per capita personal income for the U.S. in 2020 was $59,000. That's from the Bureau of Economic Analysis. Now, if you could work just part-time and make over the per capita income in the U.S., that is true. Goodbye to the 9 to 5. I wanted to put that in there because for me, this was one of the biggest motivators. I'm a musician. I'm a worship leader. I wanted to do something I love. I always told my wife in the beginning, I want to do something I love and make money at it. I don't want to go to work every day. I don't want to have a boss anyway. I had a boss for a little while and I don't like it. It just isn't for me. I'm making so much money as a piano tuner, I can't even find a job anymore that could possibly pay me anything near I make. You can make even more with upsells. Repairs, I charge $100 an hour for repairs. For piano cleaning, I charge $275. For regulations, almost $1,000. It's $975. And if I'm going to put bass strings on a piano, just change out the bass strings, it's $1,800. And all of this, I'd use this Apex condition report to upsell. So it's a really soft sell. It's like, here's how your piano's doing. Here's some things that need to be done. Maybe you should do these things in the future. And off that condition report, people will say, well, let's just get it done right now. And it might be an extra $1,000 job. And I've booked them right there in the house for the next day. I'll show up and make another $1,000. There is a great future. It's possible. I've done it. I've seen others do it, but you do have to make it happen. You have to make it happen. You can go this on your own. You can take some of these things that I've told you and maybe the light's on in your head and you're like, yeah, this sounds amazing. I just grab some tools and, figure out how to do this, get on YouTube and you can do that. You can completely go on your own and learn how to do this, but you don't have to. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. If there's a solution, a system, or a method that's already effective, readily available, then it's more practical, it's more economical to use that existing solution rather than create a new one from scratch. That's what they said. Don't reinvent the wheel. I've watched all of these guys over the last 15 years and have created a complete system. I can be your mentor. You can text me anytime. You can get video feedback. You can get on my live streams. You can get in the online community. My mentors changed my life. There's 4 things that I couldn't get on my own. And looking back, I really understand that. I really don't think I would have made it. I don't think I would have been able to navigate the complexity of the piano technician industry. I think I would have gotten involved in some goofy stuff and made some bad choices. Now, I did make bad choices, but I could always call them and be like, I did this. And they're like, well, why'd you do that? Why'd you do that? Because they gave me guidance and advice. So a mentor is someone who has amassed significant experience in their field. I could never have gained the skills and knowledge without mentors. They helped me acquire and refine key skills faster. Okay, Jack, what about this? And he would be like, no, you got to do it this way. Do it this way. He would be like, I've already done that, and that doesn't work. Here's why that doesn't work. So they can give you the perspective you need, an objective view, helping you see things from a different perspective. Because I guarantee you, going into this, you're going to have a lot of perspectives and you're going to think things and you're going to try things. And it's going to be like, well, what's going on here? So a mentor offers constructive criticism. They help you identify your strengths and weaknesses, and they just give you that encouragement. Eric made the scary and daunting task of tuning a piano something I can tackle with confidence and go in believing I can do a good job tuning a piano. Joe has built his confidence. Joe's already started his business and he's in the mentorship and he's doing it. It's amazing. And that's what you can do as well. I have a world-class learning platform. I have up-close videos, field videos, easy to follow, blog videos, all the things that you need to learn. And especially those field videos are really great because I'll show you right in the client's home, here's what needs to happen, here's what needs to you do in this situation. Plus, I have a thriving online community. It's called bolster.co. It's a platform that I built. It's for creative trades. This is a piano technician's mentorship and it's a community. So if you have a problem, you just go in there, you just type in a chat like, hey, what is this? Or upload a picture of a piano you're working on. And I and others in the community are going to talk to you and be like, hey, try this, or I had that same problem. They're people just like you that are trying to get through this. It's a great community. $100. Now I want to talk to you about Karina. She started the mentorship and back in April, she sent these messages through the chat. And I wanted to share her success with you so you can sort of visualize yourself getting this same success. Karina says, I've now tuned 2 pianos, both in under 2 hours, which is a big improvement, and I've done 6 pianos so far. It's all going pretty well, and I'm not even charging people yet, but I've made $320 just because people wanted to pay me, all very exciting. Also, she says, I also just booked my very first client through my website. So Karina has taken her mentorship knowledge and she's turning it into cash. When you do the mentorship, you'll be certified. You can be featured on the APTN website. Hey guys, thanks for staying at the end. Thanks for being here. I hope to see you on the inside.